Hello, Oh my gosh, I'm so white. Oh no, the settings are all messed up, man. Oh boy, I looked like Michael Jackson, like literally blew the color white. And that... Oh my gosh, what has become of me? Oh, we're gonna fix that real quick. Yeah, that's not worth cutting the video over. Just it probably is actually, but you know what? What the hell? We're just gonna go ahead and do this impromptu. Look, the white balance is set to 0. Come on, look at my skin tone. Does this look balanced to you? Oh Jesus! All right, better. All right, we're getting there. All right, keep going. Not quite yet satiated. Keep going. Bring it up. Bring it up. There we go. Oh, look, yeah, that's some color for you. That should be it. I guess that'll do it for now. Hello everybody, it's me, it's Mr. 789 here on this glorious day of May 31st, 2017. And no, we're not back in Heart of the Swarm. This is actually, the map is King Sejong Station, because the team I play with, they like to use not the current map pool. So that's what this is. This is another Claaaaan War. I was told it was very epic. I unfortunately couldn't cast it, so they sent me all the replays, so I thought I would do something a little and cast it all back to back, one after the other. I got my big cup of hot chocolate right here. That just burnt the tip of my tongue off, so now I can't taste anything. And I'm ready to go, folks. So, you know, you can watch as much as you want, you can watch as little as you want. I'll post links to all of the videos, or when all the games start, in the description below. I'm just gonna sit up, I'm just gonna talk for a little bit. It's kind of like a stream, it's kind of not. I don't know, folks. Regardless of how you view it, let's get on into the game. So, game number 1, between Psionic Aftermath and eSloth. Alright, so spawning in the top left-hand corner of King Sejong. Folks, I'm so glad you could join me. Representing our purple Terran player, give it up for Psych. Playing for Psionic Aftermath. And did you hear that? It sounds like the winds of change are brewing. In the form of a supply depot. Which allows for change, honestly, in StarCraft 2. And in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning as the yellow protest player. Representing our yellow protest player, redundantly so, ladies and gentlemen, folks and boys and girls and mammals of all species, give it up for OMG a banana. Who cannot believe that he is a banana, actually. A little bit of flavor, actually, is given to his name, since he's kind of yellowish, so, you know, OMG a banana, and it's yellow, And that's all I got to say about his name. It would have been pretty cool if he was a brown, wouldn't it? Like, you're just brown, like, and like, in the in-game chat, like, why you not yellow? You are banana. And the guy just like, spoil banana. And the guy's like, oh. Oh my gosh, so much good things could have been said, but unfortunately, Psych, missing gold, and it's gonna have to play against it instead. OMG Banana, gonna go for that gateway into a Nexus. King Sejong Station has been a map we have seen throughout Legacy of the Void. It's not like it's a super legacy map. In the, I don't want to say in the beta, but like, in the very beginning, there was Mr. 789. No. In the very beginning, there was King Sejong Station in Legacy of the Void. And, oh my fucking god. Any protest player, I don't want to say what I really don't like about this map. I'm just going to say, if you're a protest player, ready, I'm just going to sweep around here. I want you to say if anything immediately pops out to you. Just as anything at all, just kind of ring a red alarm bell in that little sexy brain of yours. And if you are saying yes, well then you are correct. Liberators are a problem in King Sejong Station. Oh my gosh, they are such a problem on King Sejong Station. They are such a damn pest on King Sejong Station. So we're gonna have to see how OMG Banana deals with that. My guess is he's not gonna deal with it very well. King Sejong Station is a very Terran flavored map. If I were to give a slight advantage to somebody, I would go ahead and give it to Psych at this point in the game. But or at least not at this point in the game. Just, you know, in general, he's probably gonna go ahead and like the map. Best caster NA. Now the probes are gonna go ahead and get popped on out. This Mama Sharp, of course, says, "Get away from my babies!" Probes go, which is code word for saying, "Oh shit, we're adopted." Cause, okay, let's be real, folks. This does not pop out that. Right? I would love to say otherwise, but Mama Ship Core. Yeah. I don't even think those would fit, would they? No, those bad boys would not fit. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and let the mom sure still think that they are her little babies because she is a mothership and she needs to feel desirable and special. And that's a dark shrine. That's Blink. Let's go on the other side of the map where now this is that shit. Alright, Psix is gonna go ahead and his orbital command has finished on up. Should we see a mule here any second now, or is he actually gonna spend a scan into the main base? If we do a quick vision check. That's kind of arousing, I don't know why. If we do a quick vision check, he actually does not know of the tech of OMG a banana. Do I actually have a banana here? I may have like an old banana skin for the sake of a horrible joke. Oh, well, I guess we'll find it some other time. Look as though OMG Banana going for a blink into a robo. And only on one gate right now. So this is a very Heart of the Swarm kind of style of build. Blink into robo, all off of one gate. I mean, even with this sort of build, you would expect to see 2 gates any second now. So our friend, yeah, there we go. 2 gate race coming on down. The conventional standard in a PvT. 3 anymore, and the Terror makes it trillion bunkers. Any less, and he just kind of, if you're the protest, he just kind of, boom! Straight in there. So, 3 seems to be the magic number of the day. If you do believe in magic, he's gonna go ahead and move out with a handful of Marines hut-hutting their way on the other side of the map. And OMG Banana going for a 3rd base at a fairly quick point. Now, Stalkers are in a very good position to intercept any drops or Liberators that may dare try and harass his probe line. And as soon as I said, Mothership just quivers in fear as she is ready to overcharge these pylons to protect her babies. Meanwhile, the medevac of Psix is holding a couple of Cyclones, so 2 Cyclone push is actually pretty damn fearsome. If you can't stop it right away, see this pylon? Now you see it, now you don't. It's a vanishing act, ladies and gentlemen. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Speaking of blink, it has just finished on up just in time for the attack. So these Stalkers are actually going to have a little bit of a way with maneuverability. And there we they decided to use it defensively. And the time warp actually coming on down, knowing that the overcharge is probably not going to happen. The Marines struggling to step on forward and actually pulling the probes. I actually think that's a mistake. You have enough here to contest, if I'm not mistaken. Already losing 12 workers in the offensive, unfortunately. And all the Stalkers are going down. No! Don't attack the unbuildable plates. You don't need to build anything there any second now. It's as though he is starting to clean up in the natural. But look at this Psix. Just picking off as much as you can with 2 very like these Cyclones were wishing they joined Union right now, folks. They are bruised and they are battered, and they are probably not even gonna get repaired, as Psix has other things on his mind, like getting more barracks and killing the Protoss and Nemesis. Now an engineering bay is on the way at the 6-minute mark. I can't help but feel that is a little bit late at this point in time. I also can't help but feel that maybe getting a little bit earlier for a +1 timing would have been cool. I don't know, folks. Let's play a good old game of Spot the Observer. Ready? Ooh, where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't know what an answer that is, and I don't want to. Look at that. There's the Observer. I actually think that could be a pretty cool, fun new game. Just quickly turn on the vision of the. Actually, I see all sorts of reasons why that would not be a viable game. But hey, we can dream, folks. We can dream. Cyclones actually did get repaired. Looks as though Unit was good for something after all. And now this Observer's time is limited as the first turrets are on the way. +1 attack is on the way as well. Psix actually getting blinked into his name base. Ooh, denying combat shields would be huge. Not as big as denying Stim. Do these bad boys have Stim? No. Actually, okay, Stim's right there. Alright. So denying the combat shields is good. OMG Banana probably thinking that, oh yeah, just the night Stim, but unfortunately no. 2 more bad boys working on over there. So his combat shields and concussive shields have finished on up. These Stalkers' time is limited on the other side of the map, and so they are going to go ahead and pick up a minute back and retreat for the time being. Meanwhile, 50 to 48 total workers. Our OMG Banana is rocking a pretty big deficit. Generally, you would say, yeah, it's 50 to 50 workers, that's fine. And then they say it's 50 probes to 50 ICVs. And you recoil, folks, says that is not a good place to be. These Marauders, actually, are pretty fat. Yeah, I just hate Marauders. I want to put them down as much as I can. I mean, honestly, folks, honestly, like, CrossFit would do wonders for these bad boys, mainly because it would kill them in the process. Alright, no, I kid with the Marauders, I kid with CrossFitters, I kid with camera angles. Oh, camera angles all screwed up. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Fixed it. Looks as though a small stim coming out from my friend Psix, hurting a lot of his bio just to get a little bit of shields off of our Stalker friend. 3rd CC is on the way, but Psix definitely wants to make the most out of his army at the time being. 121 supply to 104. Quick side note, if you're not watching the GSL, I says, bitch, watch the GSL, because there are some good-ass matches going on. superfluous cursing to make myself look humorous aside, these stalkers are indeed still out on the map. Oh, stuck between a rock and a stemmed plate, but looks as though they are going to go ahead and move aside as their mob. Ooh. Lots of death in the near future. Actually, there's reinforcements over here. And actually, ooh, a lot of the getting caught. Charizards and Immortals faring very, very well. Trying to sandwich its arm is OMG Banana. These Stalkers and Zealots need a teleport to switch positions, but still doing very well in the defense is our friend OMG Banana. And looks as though he's gonna force a pickoff and the boost away. Take a look, the resources lost there. OMG Banana still doing that quite a little bit more, but it's starting to even out just a little tiny smidgen of a bit. Second Forge is on the way as +1 begins. And it looks as though OMG's Banana composition of choice is gonna be just mainly gateway focused. And I gotta tell you folks, that has a huge ooh. Ooh. Okay. Psych! Be careful now, you hear? Alright, so gateway eccentric armies in PvT have kind of an interesting spot in that you need to kind of hit a timing with them. They're not I bet Psych's thinking like, map hacker! Map hacker! But that's none of my business now, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, good hunt down by our friend OMG Banana, but I think it's drawing himself pretty out of position. Just for a single drop, and look at this, look at this, look at it! Look at it, OMG Banana! Look at it, and look at that, there's nothing there to defend. A small contingency of stalkers are gonna pick up the Marauder, and that's actually pretty nice. This Mumship Core are gonna go one final overcharge, the Brow's like, and stems forward into the natural base. Okay, just running all the way over to Dodge City, and looks as though slow warping of Zealots is gonna be the preferred answer of choice. And actually gonna clean up house is our friend OMG Banana. And now rocking an armor supply advantage. Speaking of rocking, I know I ruin everything I come in contact with. I know this, folks. You don't need to spam it to me. I know. Looks as though OMG Banana is gonna go ahead and psych. He's just bleeding off unit after unit after unit after unit after medevac after unit after unit. In case you didn't know, folks, he is not doing so well in this game. 58 to 59 total workers is what he has going for him, but his drops have not been doing so much damage. And a lot of stuff is holding that Zelnogga Watchtower, so they all become infinitely more wise. And yeah, you know, every time I end a sentence with "and yeah," I should just have somebody probably just, you know, take $20 out of my social security account. Or you know what, how about this? Every time I say "and yeah," I reveal the first three digits of my social security number and the first letter of my mom's maiden name. Because that is something that really no one should ever end any sentence with. Like, if you end it with "oh yeah," you're basically saying, I will give nothing to anyone to work with ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. So I'm gonna go and pick up for another drop. Speaking of working on stuff, Psych, you gotta do better with your drops, man. Actually, no, that's unfair. Okay, OMG Banana has had some pretty good offensive moves so far. Gonna go ahead and peel a small contingency of Archons to go ahead and support his army. Now a lot of stalkers over here gonna target down the Liberators. Good force fields as well. 2 medevacs on the other side of the map are gonna be the saving grace of Psych, or so he presumes. Targeting down the 3rd CC, it is going to go down. The army on the other side of the map is looking pretty unstoppable for OMG Banana. He is ripe and ready to rumble, and looks as though his drop on the other side of the map is getting held for the time being. Psych can't just stem into a mineral line or anything like that. Gonna go ahead and move on forward into the main base now is OMG Banana. Well, not the main base, but you get it, folks. It's a base, and it's pretty crucial to this game. Plummeting in supply is Psych, and GG is called, an OMG Banana will take game number 1 for eSloth. Now, very quickly, we're gonna transition. Pretty good game, honestly, I would have to say, as we load on into, what's the next map? Next map is going to be Frozen Temple, formerly known as Forsen Temple, or Foreskin Temple. Pick your poison, folks. A good play from my friend OMG Banana in a general, had pretty spectacular drop defense. Ooh, Paco says, hey, were any of my replays any good? I promised to cast his replays. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Alright, maybe if we're all very quiet, he won't listen. Oh, I'm just joking, Barrett Skulls. Alright, good drop defense from my friend OMG Banana. Able to go up 1 in the best of, I believe, first to 3 wins. So it's the best of 5. Next map, or no, I think it's an all kill or something like that. I don't know, players are playing against each other. First one of the 3 wins. Something like that. Next map is going to be Frozen Temple. Let's go ahead and load that bad boy on up. And there we go. It is going to be Guitar Cheese versus Tilia. So it looks as though we are getting to cast a Guitar Cheese game. Oh my gosh, are we so excited, folks? If you remember the best of 9 between Guitar Cheese and Pig, I like to tell you first, it was something magical. Guitar Cheese really knows what he is doing. Even when he's not playing his main race, he knows what to do. Make adepts 99% of the time. So he's definitely a Protoss master, right? Alright, spawning in the bottom right hand position, representing our red Zerg player. He ain't looking for any bullshit. Folks, give a warm welcome to Guitar Cheese. The red Zerg player playing for Psionic Aftermath. Going for a very, 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 very early loss. No, I kid, early people who throw down pools. I'm sure it takes plenty of talent. And in the top left hand, I play Protoss, so who am I to talk, right? Alright, I just kid all the races. Spawning the bottom in the top left. Oh. I tried to hotkey the hatchery. Oh, I'm a failure. Alright, spawning in the top left hand position, the Frozen Temple. Representing our light pink Zerg player, it is Tilia. After this game, I gotta ask myself, is she related to Tibia by any chance? And playing for Dust Gaming. I swear to God. Okay, so here, hang on for a second, folks. So these games were sent to me in a big replay pack by the manager over at Psionic Aftermath. Right? Let's take a little bit of time to talk. It was sent over by my friend over at Psionic Aftermath, whom we shall call, for the sake of anonymity, a very smart guy. And he may or may not have sent me the wrong replays. Oh man, this probably isn't very good. Oh man. Because the war was between eSloth and Psionic Aftermath, and this guy's from Dust. And I don't know how keen your guys' deductive reasoning skills are, but I think those are 2 different teams. Maybe the guy forgot to change his clan tag. I'm guessing, I'm gonna give him the, you know what? Benefit of the doubt, he forgot to change his clan tag. Let's get back on into it, folks. Okay, eSloth Tilia, whom is probably related to the Tibia by some way or another. Bonus cookie to anyone in the comments down below who can tell me what the Tibia is colloquially known as, and if you have a fractured tibia, should you A, put ice on it, B, run to the hospital, or C, are you dead? Speaking of being dead, boom! Zealots, get out the way! Zerglings, boom! Zerglings, get out the way! And Guitar Cheese is moving across the other side of the map. Now our friend Tibia, our friend Schmibia has been not great on the other side of the map. He is just not going to go ahead and spot these Zerglings, and he is going to be very, very, very sadness. It is going to overcome him, folks. Guitar Cheese is going for his own hatchery behind this, and if he just gets this hatch, it is all good in the hood, folks. But little did he know, there were many socioeconomic problems in the hood, including the destruction of real estate. So Tilia, for certain, is going to go ahead and lose his space. He's going to go ahead and pop out a couple of things in an attempt to try to defend it, but there's so many links here. Look at that, 10 links to 6 at the moment. A couple more are going to pop out for our friend Tilia, and he's going to cancel the spine crawler as he realizes that there's not any speed on the way for our friend Guitar Cheese. Instead, favoring the quicker hatchery, and Tilia, surprisingly, is going to go ahead and pick up on this, and very good player. Mark, if a good player knows he does not need that spine crawler and goes ahead and cancels the shit out of it. Spine crawler couldn't care less. And the hot chocolate sipping has begun. I'm trying to drink it a bit quicker because it's getting cold. And you know what? There's no such thing as cold hot chocolate since it's always drinking hot. Once it gets cold, it's not called hot chocolate anymore. It's just called sadness and depression. So, like we need any more of that. So we're just going to go ahead and finish the bad boy off as quickly as we can. That is some good lukewarm chocolate. Now, Tilia is going to go ahead and go for the counter attack, see what it can do with his lings. After all, he made him, needs to get some equity. And the Queens from Guitar Cheese is actually not playing a role in the defensive. Actually getting a spine as Guitar Cheese is very scared about the counter attack possibilities of Tilia. But Tilia actually is going to go ahead and go for that quick third base, which Guitar Cheese is scouting. And now moving on into the main base is our friend Tilia. No speed, and he is ready to abuse it, folks. Already a couple drones are going to go ahead and fall. Getting a couple at the moment. I'm not quite certain. He's able to pick off a few drones here, there, and tither, here and there. Oh, it's so weird. Sometimes the spine crawler It's weird because when I look at it, it feels as though it's breaking its neck every time, like sometimes when it snaps. Like it attacks. Okay, so I'm the spine crawler, ready? And like generally it goes like this, right? But sometimes it goes, and I'm just like, oh my god! Like, and I'm like, oh my god! The sunken colony, it's dying! Oh no! But unfortunately, they probably don't even care about feelings, so we're gonna not care about that. Alright, Tilia is gonna go ahead and recoup. He's gonna go ahead and recoup with his links for the time being. 25 to 40 workers! Whoa! Mamacita! In case you didn't know, that's not good for Tilia. Now, Tilia, the thing he does have going for him is he might cancel this third base. Yeah, since it's no speed, yeah, definitely, he shouldn't be able to get that, and he does indeed get that. Still no speed from Guitarchis, and let me tell you, folks, slow lings versus lings that are not slow. There's never been a... Well, I was gonna say there's never been a more unfair fight, but Banelings versus Lings, probably not the first thing in the universe. Guitarchi is gonna go and do what he can with this queen. It is gonna go ahead and explode, because that's what queens do. In fact, every Zerg unit explodes upon death. If you would like to argue with me, don't try. Alright, looks as though I gross myself out sometimes, I swear. So though Guitarchi just has to hold on for the time being, and he would secure himself a nice lead. Banning is going to go ahead and pop on out. Guitarchi has had some good luck with his banning so far. I don't even think there's a banning nest for Frontilia. He's just going all out, balls out with these lings, just like hanging over the side of his shorts balls out. Like he just wants lings, and he wants a lot of them, folks. Thankfully, he is going to go and transition into a Roach Warden. He does have his third base up and operational before Guitarchis. And now 36 to 35 total workers. Not looking as bad as it once was. Once upon a time for our friend Tilia. Now, Guitarchis still trying to do a little bit on the other side of that. But I think, for the most part, the game is pretty even. Unless there's a giant banning shot about to happen. No. It should be good. Unless there's a banning bait waiting at home. No. Unless all the lings die. No. Probably gonna be fine. Probably. Unless the third base dies. No. There's the lings to go ahead and save it. Alright. The takeaway is probably nothing's gonna die. These are some very adventurous Cleopatras, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Looks as though Tilia actually may get this third hatchery if Guitarchis isn't careful. And oh my godly goodness. Maybe I was right, folks. The prophecy is here. And the third base does go down. Tilia doing wonders to get himself back into this game after the spectacular opening from Guitarchis. A WCS contender, mind you. Now, Tilia is going to go ahead and retreat with his links for now. Getting his own roaches, realizing that with the position he is in, just needs to hold on for the time being. And he can probably take this game away now. Guitarchi is not really making any workers behind this. He's getting +1. He's getting roaches. He is getting injects off on his hatcheries. He was getting a third base, and now he is getting angry. He's already moving across the other side of the map. Things are going to go ahead and try to find what damage they can, but already a lot of them getting picked on off. Only a tiny scurryment of lings managed to make their way into the main base. Trying to pick off a couple of drones, may succeed in their mission, may not. And it looks as though Guitarchi is just going to try and macro back at home, which I'm not sure if it's the correct decision. Tilia already with the third base, 9 drones on the way, as well as its own roach count. 13 to 12 roaches at the time being. I just don't know what Guitarchi can do. At this moment, it just feels so helpless. Like in PvP, at least you got disruptors, man. But unfortunately, Guitarchi's roaches do not put themselves in a ball and like roll toward their opponents and blow up. No. I've wished that once upon a time. I would not wish that upon my worst enemies, folks. And it looks as though Tilia is ready to move on into this miniature base. It is so funny. Slow roach versus slow roach off crit. Gosh, this is the most comical engagement I can think of at the moment. It looks as though Tilia actually is deficient in the roach count for the time being on the other side of the map. A lot of his roaches are streaming on forward, but the rings here are just going to be the main dealio. Amelia trying to get a cancel on the third base. Mamma mia, not even a cancel. And it looks as though, oh, actually, all these roaches may just get caught up in for Fantilia. Oh, clear reconstitution. Oh, wiggle fast. Oh my god. Oh, okay, not looking at the roach one anymore. Wiggle fast, the little roach one. As soon as clear reconstitution finishes, if he can pick off 6 roaches for the price of that could probably be what gets. Oh, there we go. The scuttling has begun. Guitarchis is now pushing his way across the map. 49 to 70 total army play actually. Tilia, you've not been making army, Tilia, and now Guitarchis is going to expose this. Drones now being pulled out. I think it is a little bit too late. Ravagers and Lynx now starting to enter the fray. Trying to target it down, but good macro by Guitarchis. I just don't know what else left is there. 7 roaches now, 5-4 to 21. Let me tell you, folks, that is a very disheartening fraction right there. And it looks as though Guitarchi is going to keep on pushing forward, take out a queen. Oh, what a good back and forth DBZ to even up this series 1-1. GG, well played. I think that was... Okay, so I'm not a Zerg player, so I can't really analyze it that well. But I'm just going to say, that was really unclear for a very large portion of the time. Obviously, I just kid. I can obviously give some sort of analysis, or as some of my friends like to call it, analysis. And it looks as though Tilia was drawing a good advantage for a decent portion of the match. I just don't like that last move out by him, you know? I mean, he doesn't have roach speed on the way, so if he gets caught, he's dead. And he doesn't know how far along Guitarchi's roach speed is. He didn't even go up to layer, which I think was in hindsight, which is indeed 20 he should have gotten road speed much earlier. He was rocking an advantage. I just don't think he capitalized on it well enough. And Guitarchi is able to take that game from under Tilia's nose and through his left abdomen. Because that's where the soul is stored. Something like that. I don't know, folks. Alright, game number 3 should be played on... Frost. The old-ass map Frost. The Frost with his own Naga Tower Frost. And it looks as though, yes, here we go. We are queued up into a TVZ. Oh, I love that music, man. Alright, spawning the top left-hand position of Frost. Representing our purple Terran player. Folks, give it up for early. Playing for the team eSloth. And in the bottom right-hand position, spawning as the yellow Zerg player. Representing our Banana Republic. Give it up for Mangus. Manigs? Yes, Manigs. Playing for the glorious team that is indeed Psionic Aftermath. Able to take a game their last match through Guitarchi's superior decision making. And let's see how we go. TVT! TVZ! A very interesting matchup indeed. I would think if you were to get 100 people in the room and ask them the most iconic matchup in... Wait. I just love this part in this song. Okay. If you were to get 100 people into a room, through however means, not important, slavery, just get them in the room, kidnapping, and you would ask them what the most iconic part of SC2 is, they would probably answer Avila versus Haters. But the second most important thing, is going to be TVZ, and it's just such an iconic matchup in StarCraft, because generally, in a standard game, you have something going on like this. You have, so if each hand represents the balance of power, you would have one player going like this, you'd have both players going like this, and then maybe something like this will happen, or something like this will happen, or something like this will happen. Something like that, right? But in TVZ, it always just seems to be kind of like this. Always doing this, always evolving, always changing. Nobody really certain who's gonna win at what point, but where in the what now? There's banelings in my base? There's just so much you can do in TVZ. It's such an iconic matchup, and I think it is such a pleasure to cast as well, folks. I remember casting my first TVZ. I was so excited. You know what it looked like? Oh, the drops everywhere! Oh, the pain! Oh, that was basically it. I didn't have social skills back then, and I don't now. But I got 83 subscribers, so life is good. Alright, SCP is gonna go ahead and scout pretty early. Come on, that was okay. Gonna scout out pretty early what Manix is gonna go ahead and do. Frost, of course, a very large map, so... An SCP scout really isn't the worst thing in the universe. You guaranteed your Reaper to go ahead and get started in the right direction, so... Not a bad play there from our friend early, trying to get that worm because he is indeed a bird. And early also going for that CC on the low end. Gonna go ahead and go for the good old Destiny Cloud Fist. Smells like burritos. Alright, gonna go for the good old Destiny Cloud Fist Strike build, which is the 1-1-1 build with a little sprinkling of a CC mixed in there somewhere. Now our friend Mangus, on the other hand, is going to play a little bit more conservatively. As we can see, he's opening up with speed and a couple of drones, and he's actually very much delaying his third base. So, definitely seeing a little bit of respect. Those zerglings sound so weird. That's not just me, right? Like, zerglings make different noises than that, don't they? When they're attacking shit? Oh, Red Bull gives you wings so the zerglings fly away. What was I gonna say? Meanwhile, yeah, Mantis definitely delaying that third base for a very long time. I mean, I get it, you want to get your drone count up and going, but trust me, that third base is super, super important. I guess he just wants to play it a little bit safe, and actually the armory is on the way for our friend early. In fact, one could say it's an early armory. It's like I just set casting to like easy mode, like pun mode to easy mode. Like there's no effort at all. No effort at all. Alright, early is gonna go ahead and get these 4 early Hellions out on the map pretty early. How about this? For those of you at home, if you want to die a slow and painful death, take a shot every time I make a joke about early, and you should die a pretty early death. Oh my gosh, these aliens gonna take the zone. I'll get Watchtower pretty early. These early Overlord spread, and this not so early third hatchery is finally gonna go ahead and get planted on down right there. So that's pretty good for our friend Mantis. The 4 early Hellions are probably gonna go ahead and early. There, you're probably drunk enough to start enjoying the cast now. Heyo. And it looks as though, just as the army finishes, we should be seeing a Hellbat transformation. So 6 Hellbats tucked away into a corner. I think they can do a pretty decent amount of magic, especially since Mantis doesn't have any Baneling's Nest at all. And there we go. And has that been muted? Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, no! Was I not casting this entire time? Did you guys not hear the banana jokes? Oh, okay. We're gonna pause this. In the spirit of doing this live, oh my gosh. Oh my god, man, that is not good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see. Hello, oh my gosh, I'm so white. I crossed myself across the other side of the map. Things are going, but trust me, that third base is... I'm going over the footage, don't worry. Alright, okay. I save an FLV format for this reason exactly, because I know I'm stupid. And FLV is like, oh, you're stupid? There. It's just kind of the there file formats. Okay. Super important. When did I do it? The cast now, heyo. And it looks as though, just as our army finishes, we should be seeing a Hellbat transformation. So 6 Hellbats tucked away into a corner. I think they can do a pretty decent amount of magic, especially since Mangus doesn't have any Baneling's Nest at all. That's tucked away nest at all. Okay. And there we go. And alright, now we now know where it stopped. Note to self, don't go. And actually, look, I did it again. So, sorry about that, folks. I guess you'll never hear the greatest joke ever told and the secret to perfect balance in SC2 and why nobody loves me in high school. But, hey, let's go back in the game. Damn, it did so much analysis, man. Okay, basically what I was saying, Mangus poo-poo position, early, not poo-poo position. Because Mangus is gonna go ahead and try and do something with the Joe Chapter composition. Really, ideally, you need Hydras, you need like 5, you need more bases than the Terran player. Especially if they're making like 2 more bases is ideal. You need to be going toward Hive, and honestly, early does not have, or Mangus does not have those things going for him. He's gonna go in and try and go for the counterattacks, which is a respectable decision. Please, not be Lings. Yes, be Banes. Perfecto. A couple of Banelings I'm working on in barely envision of early. Yes, early is gonna go ahead and find to take them out before they even had a chance to live. That's what I call USA, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks as... Ooh, sketchy references. Alright, and it looks as though our friend Mangus is finally going up too high. 115 armor supply to 104. I think if early just decides to thrust his mech body, like, on the map, he could have his way with Mangus right now. There would be nothing Mangus can do. Thankfully, a big lean counterattack in the third base. Gonna pick up a cup. No, don't fight! You're lovers, not fighters! And actually not doing... Ooh. Oh, and actually, hold that thought, because in the middle of the map, early trying to take an engagement. I just don't think it's gonna work out, though. Yeah, getting bios landed on, not taking a very good engagement, and losing a lot of workers, actually. Not being able to rally them effectively, and until they're early now. He is in a much more pressure to make this actually do something. Looks like though he is going to go and move on forward. The Hellbats are scary. They're going to go and start roasting up the front lines. And they're after the force retreat for the time being. If Mangus can somehow stabilize from here, he could find himself in an alright position, you know? Like it wouldn't be that bad. It would be okay, Rick. It would be... No, okay, I won't do the Rick and Morty impression. I'm sorry. It's just not... No, I'll stop it. Don't worry. And it looks as our friend early is now under a lot of pressure to get some magic done. Every single base is getting shit on by our friend Mangus, except the ones he wants to take, of course. Early, 170 armor supply, 98, 59 to 50 total workers, still in a great position this game. I just don't like this mech composition, you know? I generally would see much more, you would see much more siege tanks, but there's only a couple. There's some Thors mixed on in. I just don't think that... I just think he needs more siege tanks in the composition. That's all, folks. The Hellbats are good and all, but they're gonna die so quickly to the Roaches and Ravagers. They can just get kited on back, and when you're getting kited as a Terran player, you know something's getting messed up. You know something is not going your way. And it looks as though only a couple of siege tanks to anchor this position. Man, just is starting to claw his way back into this game. Good, the mic's still on. Thank all 37 of the gods. Alright, it looks as though Mangus is starting to feel a little bit emboldened. Yeah, this is the thing that people tell you about in school. You find a mech army out of position and you take it. This is a 76 armor supply to 106. Early has been bleeding a lot over this past couple of minutes of the game. Now taking his additional bases is our friend Mangus. Vipers are now on the way as per the completion of the hive. This one drone just needs 8 more harvests to completely disintegrate that mineral field, which is the least important thing, because look at that happening on the other side of the map. Mangus with an incredible comeback, I feel. moving forward with the George Ravender, doing a clinic on how to exploit weaknesses in your opponent's play. 70 more roaches on the production tab. No Hydrodent just yet. No Spire as well, but there's still overwhelming numbers. I don't think it's gonna be needed. Early is in a whole heap of trouble. Gonna go ahead and kill a couple of his own Hellions because siege tanks hate their own units. Look at that. Oucherinos. Look, ready? Oh, I thought that Ling was gonna kill everything else. Oh, well, now that we actually have a sound on, we can go ahead and talk about that. It looks as though siege tanks are going to go ahead and siege on up. They are ready to smash this Roach Raptor army if it overextends. But the Vipers are here! Blinding Clouds or Abducts, the choice is yours. And it looks as though it is going to be Blinding Clouds on all of these siege tanks. Beautiful, beautiful clouds. Not a single siege tank able to fire at all. Now finally getting a couple shots off. Hellions moving over here and saying, hey, I don't think we do very well versus this army. I think they are right. 100 armor supply to 200. I don't want to say look at the supply, but observe the differential, ladies and gentlemen. 119 armor supply up. Or 119 supply up is our friend Mangus. GG is called, and Mangus brings it up 2-1 in the Claaaaan War. Amazing play from our friend Mangus. I just feel early. He had a great composition, he just couldn't seal the deal. I really did not like his lack of siege tanks. I mean, Hellions are good and all, but you know what are better than Hellions? And 50 roaches are dead, right? I mean, if you think about composition-wise, the Zerg is gonna go for Roach, they're gonna go for Ravagers, they're gonna go for Hydras, they're gonna go for Vipers. I want you to name one of those units that you would want Hellbats against. None of them, right? I mean, you're still gonna make Hellions, of course, as a mineral dump, but you need to be getting blue flame and, like, doing run-bys and maybe get, like, producing 4 at a time or 2 at a time, not, like, and the Cyclones and, yeah, just more. What I'm saying is more siege tanks, more love is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, Mangus was able to exploit early as much as he possibly could have, and it seemed as though early's composition just couldn't stand up to it. Next map is going to go ahead and be on Overgrowth in what could possibly be the last match of the Claaaaan War. Not so certain. It is going to be Daedra. Oh, don't introduce the players prematurely. It happens to all Chaosers, but I can somewhat prevent it. Oh goodness, third starting to get a little bit raw as we were doing actually a lot of talking before this. But that is a story for another day. Spawning in the top right hand position of Overgrowth, representing our Red Terran player. He is on match point for his team. Give it up for Jin. Playing for Psionic Aftermath in all of its glory. One of the most biggest and up-and-coming clans out there. And yeah, just look at that, me sucking someone else's penis for once. Alright, and in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as the yellow banana Zerg player. Playing for eSloth, he needs to bring it home for his team to tie it on up. Folks, give it up for Daedra. None of these players are pushovers, ladies and gentlemen. Daedra, I've been seeing him on the play.e. I tried to hotkey the hatchery again, god damn it. Daedra has been playing. I don't even play Zerg. Like, if anything, I should hotkey Nexus, but I've never hotkeyed Nexus. I've just hotkeyed. Whatever. Daedra is someone who regularly frequents the play.esl tournaments. You see him, like, you know, in WCS Challenger Open Circuits. He does alright in them. You get faced off against him on ladder. You kind of sweat just a little bit. Just one of those lesser known figures in the StarCraft scene. Definitely a very relatable person for me, consequently. And, just... he's there, folks. He's there, he's noticeable, and if you face off against him, you're not necessarily the happiest person in the universe. Now, let's see what both players are going for. It's going to be a Reaper expand for Jin, and Daedra is going to go ahead and play Hatch into Gas into Pool. And, oh my god, my... Ugh, 1 second. The hot chocolate got cold! I don't know if that's like a message or like a foreboding message, like Daedra should be worried about that. I mean, like, it's not like you can get much information from that. Like, I just typed him in game. But can you imagine if it was like Daedra just playing and all of a sudden I message him like the hot chocolate is cold. This goes F10 and it's like, ah, oh, god damn it, the hot chocolate's gone cold, boys. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. DJ is gonna go ahead and get the scout on out. Another TVZ, we are indeed blessed. We are indeed blessed to go ahead and have another TPZ. I think it is my second favorite matchup in the history of matchups. Good sport caller from our friend Dave. We're gonna go ahead. Alright, we'll stop, folks. I'm starting to annoy myself at this point. Dan has pretty much not done too much, or John, right. Jin has not done too much with this Reaper, just kind of a little bit of a customary opening for him, making sure that there's no early Roach, one base shenaniganry, Ravager, Death Balls coming his way. Which does seem to be the case. Destiny, Cloudfist, Strike build coming up from our friend Jin. And actually, Destiny, Cloudfist, Strike is a little bit of an older term, right? So in an effort to kind of shove my caster penis in the door of StarCraft, we're gonna go ahead and give the 1-1-1 build with a CC in there somewhere, a different name. And folks, I need your help. That's right, I need you to help me come up with a new name for the Rex Factory Starport with the CC mixed in there somewhere. What should we call it, folks? Leave your suggestions down below, and maybe I'll just start calling it that, because it's probably better. It's better to outsource other people for creativity rather than bother with it on my own. Man, I should get hired at Valve. Ooh, ouch, snap, burn arena. Alright, enough of that. Leave your comments down below and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. Reaper actually gonna go ahead and start flexing a little bit. Are you flexing on me, Reaper? Are you flexing? He's not even touching the ground. Oh my god, this guy must have like asked out the girl of his dreams and she said yes, and now he's like, ah! He's like walking on a cushion of air but took it too literally and now he's stuck like this. That's the story of every single Reaper. Like, you think it's the jetpack seeking them up? No, they just got lucky in love. And now they have to pay the price. They're like, oh man, I feel like I'm walking on air. Oh, damn it. And then they realize they're a Reaper and have to get drafted by a Terran player. Oh my god, what a life to live. Poor Reapers. Okay, and now, aside from that stuff, let's go and see what Jin is doing. Look at that, perfect square. Oh no, almost the perfect square. Oh, this would like my, I sounded like my mom right there. Oh, look at my child, the perfect square. I know. Alright, it looks as though Daedra is gonna go and have his third under siege. Gonna go ahead and try and go for the folks around to contest this, and I think I can do a decent amount. The Lings are already here, they do have speed. I think he has to stop being so skittish. Look at that, the indecision really costing him a lot. Oh, the KDA charge landing on a lot of Lings. However, it looks as though there may be enough Queens here to go ahead and push everything on back. Creep Dreamer's getting... Oh... Just... Why do Queens gotta be so gross, man? Like, where did they come from? Where did the creep dreams come from? Like, you think it comes out from what appears to be their cloaca, which is right there, which is where my mouse was. It's like where the claws are, but no, it just slides out from under them. And for some reason, that's worse than if the little claw things were to open up and like a creep dreamer would have popped out. Okay, I just drank hot chocolate, so we're gonna go ahead and try and keep that down to the best of our abilities, but not talking about that kind of stuff. Able to save his third is our friend Daedra, so the early pressure from Jin not doing as much as he would have liked. Just flew on back home with that medevac. Maybe gonna go ahead and pick off an Overlord, but that should be about the extent of his damage. Engines are indeed screaming as Banshee with Cloak is gonna go ahead and start moving across the map. Are there spores or a layer? Layer's gonna go ahead and morph around, and generally 7 times out of 9.8 times, because fractions make me sound smart, you're gonna go ahead and get an Overseer as soon as the layer finishes. And it looks as though Daedra doesn't have any plans for that sort of thing. And this Banshee actually has Cloak, and there is no detection. Oh man, mercy. Everyone, please give a big prayer to our friend Daedra, because I feel as though these drones are not long for the world. Drones, your hot chocolate is gonna get cold as the Banshee does have Cloak finish on up, and there is no detection inside. The drones know their hot chocolate is gonna get cold any second now. It is Cloak and it's flying on in. Let's see what she can do. First drone is gonna go ahead and go on down. Second drone is not gonna fare too much better. Third drone as well. And holy shit, four times the amount of detection that I figured is gonna go ahead and make their way across the map. Or actually, infinity time. Or actually, a huge amount. There's detection I expect there not to be. Okay, folks, what do you want from me? Banshee's gonna go ahead and start to pressure this hatchery. A single Banshee can kill a hatchery. So, Daedra definitely has to do some sort of response to that. Gonna go ahead and start moving on forward. Is Jin paying attention? Where's his player camera at the moment? No, not you. Gonna go ahead and... Ooh, I like this. Banshee play just everywhere. taking out a lot of workers already. 8 going on down. I would say that it's successful Banshee harass, especially getting away with both of them. Look at that, this Banshee still able to kind of kill this hatchery a little bit. Can he transfuse a building under construction? I don't know, probably not. I'm not a Zerg player. Macro hatch is on the way, kind of indicates a Ling Bane Muta kind of style, and oh my god, the Mutas can slither. Oh, they're just hydras, ladies and gentlemen. No need to panic. Banshee now has run out of its cloaking, so it is not long for this world. Goodbye, goodbye, Mr. Moon Man. And look at the production tab. Oh my god, I'm just gonna click on it all. Oh my god, oh, so much for our friend Jin. Daedra, however, he has the fatty drone in production, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a little bit of a crack for that. Overgrowth is really a unique map. It's one of the, I think it's the map that's seen the most play in StarCraft. Just because it was such a standard map, everybody didn't hate it. Like, you don't go onto Overgrowth and say, God damn, balls, penis, whatever, homeless person. Now I got it. Now I got an F10N. No, don't F10N. Because everybody likes Overgrowth. Mike is still not muted, so thank God for that. Like, you have an easiest third, like, it's not really good for anyone. And I think that's what made Overgrowth such a great map, is that everybody was just okay with it. And if you were just okay with it, that's better than 99% of StarCraft maps that I play on. No, most notably Blood Boil. God, I hate Blood Boil. Anyways, Lurkerden is on the way as well. Look at it pulsate. So, as you may have noticed, a very unconventional style is coming out for our friend Daedra, going for Ling Bane Hydra Lurker. Surprisingly enough, you see Ling Bane Hydra more versus Protoss than anything else, so I'm very curious to see whether or not Ling Bane Hydra is actually viable in TBZ. My guess is, looking at this and then looking at this, my guess is no. So, for the time being, I would suggest staying on back. Nidus Network is actually on the way. A lot of tech is coming out for our friend Daedra, and I fear that maybe his downcoming if Jin decides to move on out, because right now it is 110 army supply to 96, and Jin, let me tell you, he is ready to rumble with this army. Like, you look at this army, the first thing you think of is Theron is, I should probably sit back at home. No! You want to kill some shit with it. Looks as though Jin is thinking the same thing I am. Great minds think alike, but fools rarely differ, ladies and gentlemen, as Jin moves across the map and starts the push of possible death. Now, Daedra is a GM player. He is no pushover. He knows how to take engagements, and it looks as though if he thinks his engagement is good enough, if he thinks his composition is good enough to use at the GM level, who am I to say otherwise? He even uses the Abathur commander, so you know he's a good player. And actually, just gonna go ahead and try and take the engagement right now. Don't think that's a great idea. Bleeding off a couple of banings hither and thither. A couple of lurkers are on the way. Where are they morphing on in? All over here. Oh. Okay, so bop, bap, beepity boo, yeah, and whole sorts of death will happen. In case you missed it, lurkers in the Nidus Canal on the other side of the map. It ain't gonna be pleasant. I almost think that's a mistake. Just send a couple of Lings or Hydras in the Nidus Canal. I mean, right now you really need to defend against this upcoming Terran push, because right now I really don't think you can smash it. Like 100 armor supply to 36. You need everything you can to hold this army. That is a maxed out Terran. You don't dick around with it, especially by sending all of your tech to the other side of the map. There we go. Nidus Love Canal is starting to crown, and it's as though, here we go! Daedra's gonna go in and move on in, try and take out the army. A lot of the Banes get taken on out, not really splashing on anything. Ooh, Daedra in a very precarious position. Can he hold his position? I don't know. Nidus screaming in protest as the lurkers pop on out of it, because that has got to be painful. Gonna go and burn on down, that's probably all gonna die. However, the bio is still not angry. No, it's not angry, it's very yes angry. Very yes angry at the Zerg as he's trying to clean on up desperately is Daedra, but there's just not enough. The numbers are not in his favor. The odds are smashing him, and it looks as though we may be seeing a very quick 3-1 victory from our friend Jin. Surprisingly enough, not to say that it's surprising that Jin won this game, but holy hell, who would have expected? What a playstyle, what a discrepancy. eSloth looking really powerful at the beginning of the series, but now, you know, Daedra is falling apart. The lurkers aren't really doing too much. Sorry, it feels as though there's like acid on my nose. And look, yeah, okay, what a great way to win. Oh, what a great way to end the cast. Oh, I thought I had enough time. I thought I had enough time, but no, I was like, oh, it feels like there's acid on the side of my nose. GG it was called, and shoulda, woulda, coulda, folks. Alright, anyways, that is gonna be it. I think Jin. Oh no. Jin able to take it up. So Sonic Aftermath wins the Claaaaan War between eSloth 3-1 in some very convincing games. And I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed casting it. It should be up by, what's the date today? Oh, I didn't do the intro, did I? Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mr. 709 here on this glorious day of May 31st, 2017. And this should probably be up on June 1st, so look out for it by that time, because in case you didn't know, videos take a long time to process. Like, even with this monster computer, it takes a while to chew through, right? It's like eating a steak. Not like a filet mignon, it's like eating a well-done steak. That Gumby, like, it's like eating filet of Gumby is basically what I'm gonna lay down. It takes a while to chew through, so look for it by that time. I hope you guys enjoyed these games as much as I enjoyed bringing them to you. Sorry about the mic mute, yeah, bad stuff happened with the mic mute. I'll go ahead and keep that to a minimum. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me that you are supporting your local StarCraft scene. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, folks, the internet could always use some better outros.